Ladies and gentlemen, former President Uhuru Kenyatta and the current President of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto, met today in Nairobi after a very long time. As a matter of fact, the last time we saw the current president and the former president together was during William Ruto's swearing-in ceremony in Kasarani. And William Ruto was then to host the president for luncheon, and the former president then boycotted that event. So the meeting today is significant, politically speaking, as much as the meeting was actually convened or facilitated by the president in his capacity as the convener or as the facilitator of the East African Cooperation or East Africa Community-led Nairobi Peace Process on DRC. So in this video, I want us to briefly just try to figure out the message which Kenyans are actually getting from that particular meeting. Let us face it, the meeting today was about DRC Congo. And the other fact we can't run away from is that politics is local. The mere fact that Uhuru and Ruto met together, and you could tell from the way they were walking, you could tell from their body language, William Ruto tried so hard to give the former president, that his space and respect. And from the way they were walking, from the photos, Uhuru actually appeared as if he was the president. And later on, the president referred to Uhuru as the president. I just wanted to monitor this introductory part, how they were arriving, walking, moving around, study the body language.
How are you, sir? Mr. President. How are you? Salama kabisa. Melala. Tuko salama. Nimewachelewesha kidogo. Mr. President, how are you?
Good, my friend.
Mbona goma?
But what was the objective of this meeting? This meeting's main objective was about peace in DRC. Uhuru Kenyatta was appointed by William Ruto as a peace ambassador for the African Union. And as a matter of fact, for the first time today, the former president also went back to Twitter and Facebook, which officially means he has accepted his role, and whatever has been posted on that is actually about his peace mission. So this meeting was purely about DRC Congo. But as a Kenyan, there was a message which they were trying to send. Listening to the president, how he described Uhuru Kenyatta.
It is important that we also appreciate with gratitude the role played by His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta as he continues to play the role as chief facilitator of the Nairobi process. Mr. President, I salute your credentials as you champion peace in our region, and in particular with regards to the Inter-Congolese Consultative Framework. These shared values of the foundation of the East African community also anchor the strong bonds of connecting the nations and people of our greater community. It is self-evident fact that our region is united by a common yearning for peace, hope for unity, quest for opportunity, and desire for shared prosperity.
And if you listened also to President Uhuru Kenyatta's speech, this meeting was about the peace process in DRC.
To create an environment conducive for the disarmament of armed groups at regional, national, and provincial level. Secondly, to consolidate support and active participation of communities in the disarmament, demobilization, reintegration, and community stabilization program, and address the political and institutional requirements for reintegration of armed groups into the communities. To also deepen the consultation of communities and armed groups from the concerned areas for the greater inclusivity and greater ownership of the process, including for the first time with representatives from Mariana and Tanganyika, and the identification of root causes of conflicts in the 5 provinces, and finally, to evaluate the concrete modalities for the restoration of state authority in each province necessary to accompany the PDDRCs, amongst other issues.
But what message can we get from this particular meeting as Kenyans? Number one, the first message which comes to mind is that former President Uhuru Kenyatta has actually moved on. He's now busy. And for me, that's something which should worry Raila Odinga and Azimio supporters if they are still banking on Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta has moved on. He's taking his role now seriously. He has accepted the fact that William Ruto is the President of the Republic of Kenya. And at that capacity, at that high level capacity, he will be interacting with the President most of the time. So the truth is, the message which is coming out is that Uhuru Kenyatta has moved on and is moving on with his new role. And that's why he even joined Twitter, and he has named it the Office of Retired President. So he's now retired. He's moving on. By calling that Office of the Retired President, I don't think he will be able to continue serving as the Azimio leader. So for me, that's the most important message which I got from this particular thing. Number two, another coded message is actually being sent to Raila Odinga and Azimio, that politics is over. Remember, Raila Odinga has called on his supporters to turn up in their large numbers for a series of political rallies beginning Wednesday. Then you are seeing Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto, busy with some peace meeting. So basically it will mean that William Ruto would ask Uhuru Kenyatta to go and talk to Raila Odinga to allow for peace. Because there's no way you can have maandamano in Kenya while at the same time purporting to be engineering peace process outside the country. So after today's meeting, I'm sure Uhuru Kenyatta probably prevailed. Ruto probably prevailed on Uhuru Kenyatta to talk to their Azimio fellas that politics is over, that we just need to move forward. And indeed, if you listen to William Ruto's message the other day, in which he was responding to Raila Odinga's call for action, it was like, you guys criticize us, but please, maneno ya maandamano is not right. And lastly, in my view, I think Uhuru Kenyatta's new role is also coming out. So Kenyans are now being told through this meeting that Uhuru Kenyatta has a new role. And that new role means he's going to be dining with the presidents, former head of states. And if someone thought that by Uhuru Kenyatta retiring, he was going to go to Ichaweri in Kiambu County, Gatundu South constituency, to suffer, those people are dreaming. Uhuru has a new role which is going to play, and William Ruto is really going to facilitate those missions because he needs to also succeed internationally, and Uhuru Kenyatta is the only person who can really help him. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.